Hey yo, Chico, how we doing? Yes, it is I, Travis Dufour. You're watching Late Nights on the mic. Let's get light on my face. Do you guys like the new setup? Do you see what's going on here? Honestly, it's half baked. It's half baked, okay? I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie to you. This is kind of what happens if you make a studio, you have a room for a studio, but then and you got all the equipment, but now it's time to do the technical side. And of course, listen, we have options as far as different scenes, stuff like that if we want to play a game. But here on Late Nights on the Mic, the show's not about being motherfucking perfect. Okay? It's about getting onto the microphone and just talking a little bit of shit. Okay? Friday night. I'm having a good night until you brought this energy into the room. Okay. So, folks, what do we want to talk about? There's so many things happening right now. There's so many things. I mean, I just think it's nostalgic being on this channel. As I look at the age of this channel, I started this YouTube channel whenever I was 22, 23, somewhere in that range. I'm 37 years old now. I'm live streaming on this YouTube channel because my other 7 YouTube channels, for some reason, you couldn't go live on there. So here we are on TB Effect. What does that mean? TB Effect. What is that? I'll tell you. So the T and the B meant Trey Blaylock. That was my first name in wrestling. Truth be told, it was my first name even before wrestling. Or it was my first gimmick name. Back in the day, my first wrestling name, whenever I decided to become a backyard wrestler, wrestle in my neighborhood, and we would have entrance music, matches lined up. You would decide to give yourself a moniker, give yourself a name. My first one was Travis the Dragon. That's true. I just thought it was cool. Pretty sure I had a one of those T-shirts that you buy at the mall that's like silk. It was like a silk shirt and had a dragon on it. So you put 2 and 2 together, Travis the Dragon. And yes, I was a Jinko kid, or a lot of Jinko. But folks, I'm telling you, not a Ricky the Steamboat, Ricky the Dragon's Steamboat Willie. I'm not a Ricky Steamboat fan, guys. He never cut a great promo. He never captivated my imagination. Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat. Never seen it. I'm not dunking on Ricky Steamboat here. I'm just saying, not a big Steamboat guy. I thought that it was a little original, Travis the Dragon. But then my next name, I ran with that name for a couple months, but then my next name, and oof, a huge run. This was a huge run. Blade X. Let that sink in. Blade X. Actually, this will be a special episode. Since we're talking about backyard wrestling, I'm going to go onto the Wayback Machine. And that's the funny thing about the internet, guys. Once it's on the internet, it's on there for life. So I'm going to go to my old website that I had. Let's go ahead and set up so we can add a screen here. And I'll show you. I will show you guys right now on the Travis Dufour show. No, this is not the Travis Dufour show. This is Late Nights on the Mic. Oh man, the Travis Dufour show though, that was a hell of a run. That was 2 seasons. God, my ADHD is kicking my ass, brother. I'm like, I want to talk about everything. First, let's talk about Backyard Wrestling. BYW, create, okay. Let me pull it up first. Guys, and I hope that you're having a lovely Friday. It's been a wonderful day for me. Last Friday was even better. Friday the 13th. Let's go. Did you see a black cat? Okay, guys, let me go ahead and leave. Okay. We are about to see my old website. What the fuck? Where is it? All right, now where is it? Just one moment, folks. I'm having a little bit of trouble finding it. What in the Sam hell's going on? Yeah. Truth be told, oh, there it is. Jesus Louises. I was like, come the hell on. Let me get myself back in here. Yeah, guys, this was my first website I ever had. I'm gonna have to work this a little bit. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Mother lover. I'm trying to get my face. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is my first website. Now I'm okay. So one of the things about me is that whenever the internet was born, I got super into HTML and Jask Paint Shop Pro, and I just I really sank my teeth in computers. They really interested me deeply. Okay, so I made this website. You've got main, commentary, pics, bio, show dates, other info, contact links. So we'll kind of start going through this commentary, folks. I am so glad I did this. Let's take a look. So I wrote this on Wednesday, November 24th, 2004. Do we want to read my diary right here live on the air? I think so. We do. Let me get my face just out of the picture. Make me smaller because I want to look at it. Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, I have to establish something. Life and backyard wrestling, they're not the same, nor should they be. All I do anymore is train, train, and train. I'm getting tired of it. I made an agreement with a couple of my close friends in backyard wrestling that whenever they retire, that's when I would. It would help me get by backyard wrestling because I wouldn't be the only one retiring. Okay, that's a kind of an odd sentence. Maybe I just read it weird. Titan of WWXE struck me with the idea. No, I didn't speak with him, but he said that he will be retiring. I'm going to stop wrestling too. In June, when I am sent off to military school. Yes, military school. When I get back, I will look into getting my license and then getting trained. Backyard wrestling is a small thing. More to life. Yet, more to life, and I have yet to notice that. LOL, enough of my insight on life. Later. Folks, I'm 17, 16, 7. Folks, I'm 17 years old writing this shit. Crazy. Let's scroll down a little bit. We won't go through the whole damn thing. But yeah, man, I talk about a lot of the wrestling from back then. AOW, All Out Wrestling. That was my buddy Matt Carter. That was his promotion. His grandparents were pretty hip, brother. And they'd let us run backyard wrestling out of there. No, it was a great time. Honestly, some of the best times of my life was right there, Matt Carter's house with the AOW. Right here, I'm kind of talking about how I got into it, man, with another one of the backyard wrestlers. I don't really remember what sparked it off. I'm not a violent guy, but I did chase him out of the backyard and halfway through the neighborhood. And I was pretty sure in my head, if I got my hands on him, I was going to put my hands on him, brother. But just look at some of these names, guys. These are some of the names that wrestled back then. Master, The One, Chase, Nick, Pay the Price, Ricochet, Matt Fearsome, Wade. Yeah, dude. You need a lot of different characters to pull wrestling together. Oh, wow. And there's even more names down here. JW, Razor, Big Bad Buff. Jesus Christ. Voodoo, Kid Chaos. Now, honestly, I just read a number of names there. What if we just started hitting up each one by one? And we were like, we're doing a memorial backyard show. Get your jeans on. Let's get some grass stains going. Now, a lot of these people are dead, to be honest with you. Big Bad Bake. That was the older brother of one of my friends I went to school with. And he was a bad dude, man. He had some gig marks right here because we were gigging in the yard. But dude, if you gigged in the yard, you were kind of a badass kid. Yeah, and I changed my name to Trey the Dynasty Blaylock. Wow. And look at that. Blade X, Trey Blaylock, the Dragon, Travis the Dragon. Man, and look at that. I wrestled for a number of different promotions. AOW, which is All Out Wrestling. ICW, I don't remember that one. No, I remember that one. NLBW, that was my promotion. My backyard wrestling promotion. What a trip down memory lane. NLW, that was my best friend's promotion, right? So he started his promotion first, the NLW, No Limit Wrestling. And I said I want to start running my own shows in my backyard. Because he had some of his personal friends, like from school, come and be a part of the NLW. But for the NLBW, I don't know. I always had like this Vince McMahon kind of headspace where I was always thinking like, I want to be like the matchmaker. I want to like make the storylines. I want to be the head honcho. I just want to call the shots. So I ran the NLBW. My mom told me no at first. You cannot transform the backyard into a backyard arena. But slowly but surely, folks, it became a backyard arena. We had a stop sign back there that we had to steal. We had to unscrew it off of a sign and take it with us. It wasn't a small one either. This one was one of the big ones. I know that the first days were hard because we only wrestled on a blue tarp. On the ground. On the grass. On the ground grass. And the hardest bump I took on there, my older brother, he gave me the razor's edge. He only wrestled for us one time. And he would only wrestle me. And he went over. And he's 3 years older than me. And he played football in high school. And in middle school. He's just a big guy. And he gave me the motherfucking razor's edge on the ground. And like whenever my back went and the air went out of me. And then he pinned me 1, 2, 3. I was so happy. Because I think that I'm pretty sure that was one of the shows that I did get my camcorder out. I just kept watching that back. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm even seeing different names. Mach 5, Toxie, Omega, Nightmare. I haven't thought about these fucking people in forever. Yeah, man, this is some cool stuff. Thank God that all of this stuff is still on here. And see, and this is another one of my buddies growing up, JW. This is his website. Folks, if you want to see it for yourself, I mean, right here's his own commentary from whenever he was running his own website. And I remember getting onto the family computer and pulling up these websites and just being like, fuck yeah, dude, this is incredible. I mean, and dude, this is why journaling, keeping a journal, we should all do that. I have no clue why we're not. We're not already. I mean, yeah. Oh, hey, you see my stuff here? You got podcast stuff. Chat GP Tizzle, work the hizzled. Hold on, got a cough, guys. Thank God I have this. Yeah, I have this button, this new thing I got for Christmas. It's got all kinds of buttons. Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Okay, so yeah, pretty cool. The Backyard Wrestling Alliance, very cool. Yeah, some of the websites are gone in time though. Yeah. This is one of the websites I would have loved to have seen again, but I don't remember the original domain. And if you remember, if you're an old guy like me, you could have websites like .tuya.com. My website was treyblaylock.cjb.net. You could buy a .com. You ask your mom, your single mom who works 2 jobs. You ask her for a little bit of money. Ask her for the debit card. Back in those days, I don't even know if you could do that. Yeah, dude, buying things on the internet was sketch at the beginning. So buying an actual website, nobody was going to do that. Okay, folks. Back to the show. Yeah, dude. This is a great time. Great time to be alive. Go back to the links. I want to go back to my website. My website. Take me there. You son of a bitch. We dropped frames. Oh my god, we have dropped frames. Motherfucker. I love how it tells me.